Welcome, listeners. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Feel the Real Fear with us. Greetings and love to everyone joining us from here in the US and around the world. We hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Dear listeners, we've tried to structure this episode a little differently. We always hear scary stories, but occasionally we feature incidents that are educational and important for our daily lives. Today we are presenting two stories. One is cautionary and the other is a mystery. I hope you find both captivating. Part 1. The Perilous Journey, a Cautionary Tale. Listeners, you may have noticed a disturbing trend. An increasing number of our Bangladeshi brothers attempting the dangerous and illegal game of migration by sea to countries like Italy and Greece. Their reasons: a better life, a smile on their families' faces, the hope of better food and housing, drive them down unbelievably dangerous paths. This story comes to us from Mohammad Islam, shared with our previous contributor Mahin Khan, who is currently in Italy. Islam, originally from neighboring Myanmar, had sought refuge in Bangladesh, staying in Chattogram for a long time with his family. From Bangladesh, he first went to Dubai and eventually made it to Italy. This is Islam's first-hand account of his terrifying journey, which took place in 2010. The setup and the ransom. The plan was for Islam and 11 others, a total of 12 people, to travel from Dubai to Italy. This route is anything but pleasant. They call this illegal migration attempt the game. The deal with the brokers was to get them from Dubai to Italy for 5,000 dirhams each. They were first housed in a game house in the Ajman area of Dubai. The plan was to move them to a game house in Oman and then, if possible, send them by sea to Iran that very day or within 2 days. They left after 2 days. They were initially told they'd be taken to Iran by a large ship, but they found themselves on a small trawler. With only 12 people, they thought the trawler would take them to a larger ship mid-sea. Instead, they were transferred to a large, fast speedboat amidst massive turbulent waves. For 6 hours, the speedboat rode 20 to 25-foot swells, crashing down violently. Falling overboard meant certain death. After 6 grueling hours, they reached a large, heavily forested shore or island. They couldn't tell where it began or ended. Deep inside the jungle was a building with 3 rooms. One room held people who'd arrived long ago but hadn't been moved yet. Another held people scheduled to leave in 2 days. The last room was for the new arrivals like them. Upon arrival, their phones were confiscated. Then they were hit with a new demand of 4,000 dirhams immediately. They protested, arguing the full 5,000 dirhams was supposed to be paid to the broker only upon reaching Italy. The captors refused to listen. To enforce compliance, several men were taken to a nearby room, hung upside down by their feet and savagely beaten. Witnessing this brutality, Islam and his fellow travelers frantically contacted family for the money. 10 of the 12 men managed to pay the 4,000 dirhams. What happened to the 2 who couldn't is unknown. The kidnapping and the nightmare. After the ransom was paid, the journey continued. The now reduced group of Bangladeshi men, all 10 having managed to pay, were told they would be taken to Croatia. This stage involved days of walking through dense jungle where the threat of bears was constant. Many, it is said, have been lost to the animals. Guided by a donker, a guide, they walked for days, resting occasionally in the woods before finally reaching Croatia. After several more days, they were held in a final house before making their way to Italy. This is how Islam and Mahin Khan reached Italy, where they currently reside. This was a long, harrowing journey, listeners, but I have told it to you in brief. Is such a journey truly this short or easy? Absolutely not. It is terrifying, yet many are still joining it. We are shocked to see promotions for this illegal game on social media. People are being lured by promises of a better life. But for the unlucky, the dangers on the way, including being dismembered and fed to dogs, as Mahin Khan witnessed in his journey 9 months ago, are unspeakable. A dream and a life are brutally ended, often with families never knowing the fate of their loved ones. We humbly ask our Bangladeshi brothers, please do not attempt this terrifying game. We shared these stories for all the hard-working remittance fighters out there, hoping to save at least one life. May God protect us all.
Part 2. The Mystery of the Unwet Shroud, a Mysterious Tale. Now for our second and final story of this. This event occurred in Burigaon village, Trisal Upazalya, Mymensingh district. Our contributor is Zisan Ahmed, whose maternal uncle lives in the area. The mystery, which only lasted a brief moment, has its roots in a period between 2004 and 2008. The mysterious woman. During these 4 years, a strange, unknown, pious beggar woman appeared in the Burigaon market. No one knew her origin, her name, or where she came from, a common sight near markets and stations. This woman was always mysterious. She spoke little, asked for no food, and simply sat quietly until someone offered her something. She never bothered anyone in the market or at their homes. The locals deeply respected her because she was harmless and gentle. Eventually, the elderly woman fell ill and passed away near the market. The local market committee decided to take responsibility for her final rites, including bathing her body, preparing her for burial, shrouding, and holding the funeral prayer, janazah. The community recognized her as a Muslim, though her name remained unknown. The miracle of the rain. The entire community gathered in a field near the market for the janazah, scheduled around the afternoon prayer, Asr. Her body, wrapped in a white burial shroud, was placed on a cot ready for the prayer. Suddenly, a torrential downpour began. It was the monsoon season, but the rain was so heavy that no one could stand outside. Everyone took shelter nearby, hoping the rain would stop quickly so they could continue the janazah. The rain did not stop. It poured for nearly an hour, flooding the field with ankle-deep water. The cot with the deceased woman's body remained exposed. When the rain finally subsided and people approached the cot, they were stunned. The burial shroud was completely dry. Not a single drop of water had soaked the fabric. While the cot itself was slightly damp, the sheet covering the body was untouched by the downpour. How was this possible? The people who had seen her as a simple, ordinary beggar began to question who she truly was. They completed her burial properly, but the mystery of the woman whose shroud refused to get wet became the subject of village lore and widespread discussion. A warning about helping the homeless. Listeners, I shared this story not just for its mystery, but as a word of caution. Recently, you may have seen groups on social media doing what seems like a good deed, capturing unhoused people, mentally ill, bathing them, cutting their matted hair and beards, and dressing them in new clothes. While the intention is pure, I feel this practice carries a serious risk. In some beliefs, interfering with the matted hair of certain mentally ill individuals is said to bring a grave supernatural influence upon those who cut it. I've even seen reports that some people involved in this kind of unsolicited intervention have later developed serious health issues. Some things are natural and should be left as they are, especially with homeless and mentally ill people, unless a family member is involved. Historically, when matted hair had to be cut, highly religious individuals would perform special prayers and rituals, and the cut hair would be buried according to specific rites. Since we're not taking such precautions, I believe we should be extremely careful and avoid forcefully intervening with individuals who have severely matted hair unless we can consult with a respected spiritual guide first. Dear listeners, that concludes this episode. Thank you to everyone who submitted a story. Jazakallahu khairan. We encourage you to keep sending us your true scary stories, written or recorded. We'll be back next Monday with a new broadcast of Horror Night. Until then, take care, stay well, and please keep me and my family in your prayers, just as you and your families will be in ours. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us all safe, healthy, and with your darwal. Assalamu alaikum.